Triple H-L. Triple H-L, we the light in the veil, leaf full of legends that be breaking the spell. Down by law, yeah, the mission prevail. Mic in my fist like I'm swinging for braille. Triple H, this ain't fiction to tell. Real is rising, we ain't built to derail. Every rhyme coded like a message in braille. It's that call to the lost from the ones who won't fail. Let's go. They call me DJ U, not just spinning the wax. I architect this while I'm flipping the facts. League of my own, but I'm never detached. Triple H-L and the cape stay strapped. Started with a vision, now we building a pack. Mayh3m brought the fire, Zai goes brought the axe. Calvin see the world with that bling well tack. And universe been beast like time collapse. This ain't no gimmick, this is purpose and growth. Bar for bar, I baptize quotes. Move like monks with a message they want. In the game full of clout, I still aim for the soul. Let me break it down, Mayh3m. Move militant chaos to clarity. Right with a blade, got verbs for disparity. Used to be wild, now we channel that energy. Script for the youth like a verbal therapy. Then there's Zygos, dangerous by name and by practice. Raps like revolutions, wisdom on axis. Move through the matrix when knowledge is atlas. Freeing all minds from the corporate distractions. Calvin bling well. Style sharp as a lens. Turn pain into portraits with a pad and a pen. See the light in the struggle, got a gift to ascend. He don't just see through, he see where it been. Then there's DJ Universe, turntables cosmic. Crack open rhythms like the vinyl's a prophet. From the loop to the stars, he connecting the logic. Dropping jewels in the static while the bassline knocking, yeah. This the Hero League, not a rap click gimmick. Every track laid down like a vow, no limit. Legacy's the mission, ain't no fame in the sentence. We make conscious kinetic, not passive or steady. I seen system fail, but the spirit stay floating. Took trauma and wrote it, now the anthem stay quoting. Triple H-L, we the force that's awoken. Spoke for the voices, now the silence is broken. Every bar blueprint, every rhyme is a key. From the cypher to the streets, we designing the free. No saviors, just builders, laying bricks on the beat. To the youth, write their names where the legends repeat. Triple H-L, we the light in the veil, leaf full of legends that be breaking the spell. Down by law, yeah, the mission prevails. Mic in my fist like I'm swinging for braille. Triple H-L, this ain't fiction to tell. Real ones rising, we ain't built to derail. Yeah, every rhyme coded like a message in braille. This that call to the lost from the ones who won't fail. Triple H-L, 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 H-L. Yeah, 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 yeah. Triple H-L, 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 H-L. Triple H-L, this ain't fiction to tell.
Yo, peace. Welcome back to the Dream Hustle podcast, where the grind, the truth, and the artistry all connect. You know what I'm saying? I'm DJ Universe, and today, lean in, because we're taking it somewhere special. So you know how every December folks got those go-to Christmas bangers. But there's this one, man, Feliz Navidad. It's everywhere, right? But, nah, for real, how many people actually know the story behind it? So let's break it down. The genius behind Feliz Navidad is José Feliciano. Dude's a blind Puerto Rican artist coming straight out of Lares, Puerto Rico, then raised up in Spanish Harlem. Feliciano ain't just some one-hit holiday wonder. This dude, he was already out here breaking barriers, blending Latin, folk, rock, a little bit of jazz, before that was even cool in the States, you feel me? In 1970, the man sat down, real simple, real raw, and wrote Feliz Navidad, basically just so he could send real wishes to family and friends who spoke different languages, English and Spanish. Like, it wasn't no marketing scheme or industry play. For Feliciano, it came straight from the heart, all about bringing folks together. And now, look, 50 plus years in, this song's one of the most played Christmas jams on the planet. I mean, that's wild, right? Now look, there's a lot that gets twisted about Feliciano. First off, the man ain't Cuban, he's Puerto Rican. I gotta keep saying that, 'cause folks mix it up on the regular. And growing up in Spanish Harlem, that environment shaped everything about the way he made music. Spanish Harlem was wild with culture, struggle, and music traditions. It was like that street sound blended with his roots. Feliciano had to fight, not just as a blind musician, not just as a Latino, but as both, in an era when mainstream America wasn't really checking for brown or black stories, much less in the music charts. We always talk about, on this podcast, artists cutting through with something different. That's what Feliciano did. But a lot of times, people overlook how groundbreaking he was in pushing Latin music into the mainstream scene here in the States. He was bridging those gaps way before it was a streaming playlist or a Latin remix formula, you know? The man just wanted his people and all people to feel connected over the holidays. It's kind of that same heartbeat you find in good hip-hop, too. So, let's talk. This song didn't just stay in Spanish Harlem, right? Feliz Navidad turned into a global thing, like actual stats. Over 1 billion streams, hundreds of covers, styles from pop to R&B, even hip-hop acts flipping it in their own way. You got people singing it in countries where snow ain't even a thing. For real, like, to me, that song hits different because it's just mad simple but so contagious, you know? Funny though, the first time I heard Feliz Navidad, I was probably 7 or 8 back in Ohio. It was at a block party, and I'm not gonna lie, they were playing everything, from Temptations Christmas to hip-hop Christmas joints. But when Feliz Navidad came on, all the aunties, all the uncles, everybody just started singing in both languages, man. Different backgrounds, all in. That moment stuck with me. And now you got artists everywhere paying homage. Destiny's Child did it. John Legend. Even some random EDM remixes on TikTok. The infectiousness just keeps going. But as much as it's an anthem, there's some real debates under the surface. All right, let's get real. 'Cause on here, we don't run from controversy. As much as Feliz Navidad is loved, it ain't without criticism. Some folks say, yeah, it's beautiful. But does it kind of whitewash or flatten out what Latinidad is? Like, there's way more to Latin identity, especially during the holidays, than what gets played on pop radio. And let's not ignore, sometimes these big crossover hits, they end up smudging out Afro-Latinx presence, or even deeper, Black holiday traditions that also been here since day one. All those layers don't fit in the mainstream box. And I mean, you gotta ask, does this song, among others, kind of distract people from noticing the struggles, the political fights, the stories of resistance going on in Latin America and beyond? I'm not saying Feliciano intended that. No way. But when something gets that big, you know, people start asking what's getting left out, what's being simplified. All of a sudden, the messier, more painful, more radical sides of the story get, like, erased. Just something to think about when you hear Feliz Navidad next time. So, that brings me to hip-hop, right? Because I see this parallel between Feliciano putting his heart and truth in that song with what hip-hop artists been doing, speaking straight from the block, from the experience, for decades. We talked about this in past episodes, like when I had the deep dive on Dead Prez, or even when we celebrated Vinnie Paz and Jedi Mind Tricks, all those cats who never sugarcoat the real. That's the soul of it. I mean, Mayh3m's new album Natural dropping December 26th, same energy. It's rooted in legacy, in truth, not just throwaway party jams. Public Enemy did it. Dead Prez, Scott LaRock, all of them set these blueprints. Artists got to use their mic for more than just self-gain. It's about speaking on what matters, even if it's not comfortable. When I hear Feliciano, or even someone like Mayh3m now, I hear that same tradition of calling out, reaching out, connecting the divided pieces of who we are, using music as the bridge. But, yo, before we bounce, I gotta trace this rhythm thing a bit wider. A lot of folks don't realize the foundations of so much holiday and pop music, those catchy hooks, that drive, those breaks, yeah, That stuff's rooted in Black and Caribbean rhythms, straight out the diaspora. Give credit where it's due. West African percussion patterns, call and response chants. Man, that's what made a lot of these hits global, not just some studio trick. The crazy thing is, mainstream versions usually want to polish all that down, make it pure or family-friendly, but the source is always deeper. Feliz Navidad has those Latin grooves, but you dig, and you find the African and Caribbean DNA too. It's like what we see in hip-hop, how the breaks, the syncopation, the groove, all of it coming from that diaspora heartbeat. Sometimes, though, that root gets hidden, so keep your ears open for it, for real. So, as we wrap, I gotta throw it forward. This December, Mayh3m's Natural is about to drop, and honestly, it carries that same spirit of legacy, authenticity, and everyday fight. It ain't sanitized, and it ain't designed for everybody to be comfortable. It's the real that pushes the story ahead. And yo, mark the date. January 3rd, the Plugged In Digital Tour is back. We got new surprise performances, interviews, behind the scenes, clips, merch drops, all kind of wild exclusives, man. DBLM's whole mission is about empowering real stories, just like we see in Feliciano's narrative. Not just holiday cheer, but holiday truth. So, next time Feliz Navidad spins in your headphones, just pause a sec. Think unity. Think where it came from, and think who's moving the culture forward now. This has been DJ Universe, representing the Dream Hustle podcast, where every beat, every story, every hustle, it all builds legacy. Tap in, y'all, because we just getting started. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and one love. Peace.
This is more than a story. This is legacy. From the ground up, I rise. Legacy maker, legacy. I'm a legacy maker. Breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks to riches in motion. Devotion, my flavor. Legacy on my chest. Now watch me engrave. Scrape pavements, midnight cravings, mind braving through storms and standoffs. Faith kept me saving every dream I could dream, every vision I scheme. Now I'm front page steam, Doc Yowzeries on the beam, they see me now. The glow from nothing to portfolio, trials forge the soul, eat scars, a free throw. Rising sky with goals, coated on my marrow from shadows to cameras. This life's no cameo.
Watch the transformation.
I flip struggle into currency, pain into legacy. Don't you tell me my ceiling's the sky, nah, I bury it deep. I'm a legacy maker. I'm a legacy maker. Breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks of riches in motion. Devotion, my flavor. Legacy on my chest, yes. Now watch me make it. Now I'm stitching seams in apparel, thread law apparel, logo reads. I'm a legacy maker, proud. Universal line born from lessons. Each stitch a confession, weigh your test, no digression. It's status expression. The world peaked the series, legacy makers premiere. How I balanced insiders and outside of fears. Features on the rise, insights with enterprise. My story's got prize, truth look in my eyes. Legacy's a movement, every step's a blueprint. Make, break, forge faith, this ain't just fluent. I made it out the gutters, pay dues in the clutter. Now I'm the son of the struggle, shining like no other. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks of riches in motion. Devotion, my flavor. Legacy on my chest, now watch me Legacy maker. Legacy maker.
This is my story, written in victory. Suno, I let the anthem play.